What's up, gang? It's Chris Angel coming at you for another episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. Let's call this the Association Edition. This is the Organization and Association Edition. So welcome back. I want to talk about if you are an association, if you are an organization of some sort, maybe even a company that has a bunch of independent members. I think you need to have your own show. You need to have your own show. As in podcast, YouTube show, Facebook show, blah, blah, blah show. Like you need a show. Here's why. You are in the distinct position to provide exposure to all your members. Number one, that's number one, right? Like part of the challenge with associations is that people pay you dues or they pay you a membership fee to be a part of your thing, right? And a lot of times it can come off like, what am I paying you for? I've been a part of associations, and at times that's what comes up, right? It's like, yeah, I pay this, but I could get rid of it. I could stay in it, whatever. Or sometimes there are associations or organizations that by law you're required to join, or it's very, do I want to say heavy-handed? Like some industries make you join certain associations to be legit, to have a certain certification, blah, 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 whatever. And so your members can resent the membership. They also, maybe it's not even resentment. It's just like, well, I do it because everybody does it. But that is not very value-oriented in terms of relationship. And so what a lot of associations and organizations are missing is a very relevant connection to its members, especially the bigger it grows, right? The bigger the association grows, the less connection there is with its members. And so one of the things that a show can do for you is it can keep you connected to your members. How? One, as you produce content, you can actually share that content from your show out to your members. Okay. Now, depending on how many people are in the leadership of your association, those leaders, a lot of times, if they're in the show, can create connection with the members of the association. So in other words, the members of the association, the growing association, feel connected to the leader, which is hard to do at scale. At scale, you can't shake enough hands. You can't go to enough meetings or spend enough time with people. But if you had a daily show, for example, or a weekly show, every week, they could feel connected to you without you having to do the time-intensive work of shaking hands, right? Or checking in. So from that space, you need to have a show. Now, take that up a notch. You can actually start to bring your members onto your show. And from that place, you can now give your members additional exposure they otherwise aren't getting on their own. This is a value add for you as an association. Right? Now, depending on how big it is, you could charge people for it. You could just invite them onto it, right? You could say, come on to the show. You could find your best producers or your biggest influencers and invite them on the show. Point is, you can now use your show as utility, right? You can have it be extra value-added utility, meaning there's usefulness to it for your members, okay? Now, if you are a member in an association, it's also good for you to have a show. Why? Well, because when you go to your association meetings, etc., your show becomes a way for you to nurture relationships with the people that you connect with, right? One, it puts you on the leading edge of what other members are doing, so it puts you out front as an influencer and a leader of your organization, but it also provides a chance for you to network effectively and efficiently with people in that network. Okay. One of the best things about a network is, or an organization, association, is that you have a like-minded tribe. You have a like-minded tribe who all are members with you. And when you have a like-minded tribe, it's easy and helpful to mastermind how to grow your businesses together, right? Like how do I help you grow your business? How do you help me grow my business? And having a show becomes a great way for you to add value to the other members of the association. So I'm just scratching the surface here. There's a lot of ways you can start to take having a show and take it up a notch, right? You can find sponsors for your show. It can be an income stream for you. There's a lot of things you can start to do. What you can't do is just keep going the way you've been going. Like, you need to start finding additional ways to add value to your members, and you need to find additional ways to create relationship with your customers. And having a show is an amazing way to do that. If you are an association owner, if you are a president or leader in an association or an organization that has independent members and you would like help creating this kind of a show, this is exactly what my agency does. We actually can create the show for you. So all you have to do is show up and get interviewed. We interview you. It's super easy. And if you'd like help with that, you can private message me or go to groundswellagency.com. If you are a member, right, a solopreneur, an independent business person inside an organization or association, and you'd like help learning how to create your own show, and you don't want our agency to do it, but you'd like to learn how to do it, we have an entire 6-week program dedicated to that. And that program, you can learn more about that program at groundswellmethod.com. There will be free videos on that page. On the last page of those videos is an application, and you can fill out the application. It comes to me, and the next time our 6-week program starts, at the time of this recording, is March 2nd. So if you're an association leader, influencer, president, and you would like a show, go to groundswellagency.com. If you are an independent member of an association and you would like to learn how to create your own show, you can go to groundswellmethod.com, watch the free videos, and fill out the application on the last page. Thanks for hanging out with me here today in this episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. Until tomorrow, when we go live again, here's to you being relevant and creating relationship at scale with all of your people. See ya.